Sharing of charges. When two conductors are connected by a wire, the charges begin to flow from one conductor to another conductor till both have same potential. Now assume a conductor. So first of all, we'll consider a conductor. Let us name this conductor as A. Give a charge Q1. The charge on the conductor is Q1. Potential of this conductor is V1. Now assume another conductor. Consider another conductor. Say this is B. It has got some charge. The charge of B is, let us say, Q2. Potential is V2. So A is at a potential V1 and B is at a potential V2. Let us consider that V1 is greater than V2. Okay, this is at higher potential. A is at a higher potential and B is at lower potential. Now we connect with a wire. We connect both the conductors A and B with a wire. When we connect both the conductors A and B with a wire, then charge flows from higher potential to lower potential till the potential becomes equal. Charge will flow from higher potential to lower potential till the potential becomes equal. Here in this case, A is at a higher potential, which is V1, and B is at lower potential in this case. So the charge will flow from A to B, but how long it will flow? It will flow until they reach common potential or same potential. Let us discuss this in detail. So before connecting wire and after connecting wire, I will write before connecting wire, before connecting wire, before connecting wire, I'll talk about A, I'll talk about B. And after connecting wire, after connecting wire, I am going to talk about A as well as B. Now for A, the charge is Q1. Charge is Q1. Potential is V1 and capacitance is C1. Energy is U1. This is before connecting wire. Remove this wire. There is no wire here, no connection here. Before connecting wire. Now, before connecting wire, the charge on this is Q2. Potential of B is V2. Capacitance is C2. Potential energy is U2. After connection, what happens here is, this is at higher potential, this is at lower potential. So the charge will flow from A to B till they reach common potential V. After connecting the wire, the charge will flow from A to B because A is at higher potential than B. So the charge will flow from A to B till both of them attain a common potential V. Okay. Now the charge will flow from here. So this charge will become Q1 dash after connecting, and charge will flow from here to B. So now this B charge will become Q2 dash. After connecting the wire, this B charge will be Q2 dash and A charge will become Q1 dash, and this potential will become V. This potential also becomes V because they are connected by a wire. If two conductors are connected by a wire, they will be at same potential. Now for A, the charge is Q1 dash, potential is V, because after connection it will reach a common potential V. Capacitance is same C1, and potential energy will become U1 dash, because U is equal to half CV square. C is remaining same, but the potential is going to change, so this is going to change. Now this new charge Q1 dash will be equal to C1 into V. Now this initial one will be equal to C1 V1, this will be equal to C2 V2. The new one after connecting the wire will be equal to C1 into common potential. Now for B, the new charge is Q2 dash after connecting the wire Q2 dash. The potential is V, capacitance is C2, potential energy is U2 dash. This Q2 dash will be equal to C2 into V. Okay. Now we apply the conservation of charge. Conservation of charge. Conservation of charge. So the charge, initial charge and the final charge should be same. The initial charge and the final charge should be same. That means Q1 by Q2 should be equal to Q1 plus Q2. The initial charge before connecting the wire should be equal to the charges after connecting the wire. It means Q1 plus Q2 should be equal to, after connecting the wire, the charges became Q1 dash plus Q2 dash, because only the redistribution of charges takes place when you connect the wire. We connect the wire, the charges will get redistributed. So Q1 is C1V. So this is C1 V1, right? Yeah. C1 V1 plus Q2 is C2 V2. C2 V2. That is equal to Q1 dash is C1 V plus Q2 dash is C2 V. C2 V. Okay. I applied conservation of charge. So Q1 plus Q2 is equal to Q1 dash plus Q2 dash. So now this is C1 V1 plus C2 V2 is equal to, now I'll take a V common, C1 plus C2 into V. Now the common potential V is equal to C1 V1 plus C2 V2 by C1 plus C2. So this is the common potential formula. V is equal to C1 V1 plus C2 V2 by C1 plus C2 is the common potential here. Common potential V is equal to C1 V1 plus C2 V2 by C1 plus C2. The change in the potential energy U is equal to change in potential energy. Before connecting the wire, the potential energy of A is C1 half C1 V1 square plus the the potential energy of B is half C2 V2 square. This is the initial potential energy before connecting the wire. After connecting the wire, it reaches common potential V. So this is final potential energy, which is half C1 plus C2. Common potential is V square. So this is the difference in potential energy. This is initial potential energy is before connecting the wire, and after connecting, this is having a common potential. Distribution of charges on connecting charged capacitors. So charged capacitors. I will take two charged capacitors. This is one and this is another one, and I will connect like this. Say this first one, the first capacitor is having a charge Q1, potential is V1. This capacitor is having a charge Q2, its potential is V2. Now this is the positive terminal of the capacitor, this is negative terminal of the capacitor, and this is positive terminal and this is negative, and the positive is connected to positive and the negative is connected to negative. Then we say this is connected with same polarity, connected with same polarity, connected with same polarity. Okay, now let's discuss about this. Now initially when it is not connected, then now the change in potential energy U is equal to initial potential energy minus final potential energy. The initial potential energy is half before connecting C1 V1 square, this is for A, plus half C2 V2 square, this is half C2 V2 square is the potential energy for B. Okay, minus, after connecting the wire, half C1 plus C2, it will have, both will have same common potential of V. So delta U is equal to Ui minus Uf, that is half C1 V1 square plus half C2 V2 square minus half C1 plus C2 into V square. Distribution of charges on connecting charged conductors. Consider charged conductor. Well, initially they were not connected. Now consider these two capacitors. This is having a capacitance C1, this is having a capacitance C2, this is having a charge Q1, potential V1, this is having a charge Q2, potential is V2. Now as they were not connected, this charge is Q1, this is V1, this is C1. So this is here I will write, this is before connecting, let us name this as A, this capacitor as B. Before connecting, this has got charge Q1, potential is V1, capacitance is C1. Now this B has got charge Q2, potential V2, capacitance is C2. Now after connecting, I will just switch on this. After connecting the circuit, then the charge on A, see now they were at different potentials, let us assume that V1 is greater than V2, then this is at a greater potential than this, so that means A is at a greater potential than B, then charge will flow from A to B till the potential becomes equal. Charge will flow from A to B till the potentials become equal. So after connection, that this is B, this is A and this is B, the charge on A will become Q1 dash, the charge on B will become Q2 dash. Now after connection, both of them will reach the same potential, so this is V. The capacitance is not going to change, so this is C1 and this is C2. Now okay, now this Q1 dash, will be equal to C1V. Q2 dash is equal to C2. Common potential is V. So now if I apply the conservation of charge, conservation of charge, see, charge can neither be created nor destroyed, only redistribution of charge takes place. So before connection and after connection, the total charge should be equal to same. Total charge before connection, total charge after connection should be same. That means Q1 plus Q2 should be equal to Q1 dash plus Q2 dash, which is C1. So this is nothing but C1 V1. Q2 is C2 V2. So C1 V1 plus C2 V2 is equal to C1, this is C1V, Q1 dash is C1V plus Q2 dash is C2V, So we can write C1V1 plus C2V2, is equal to C1 plus C2 into V, which we can write V is equal to C1V1 plus C2V2 by C1 plus C2. Okay, so this is the common potential. Okay, now what is the charge on A after connection? What is the charge on A after connection? The charge on A after connection is Q1 dash, which is equal to C1V. So charge on A after connection is Q1 dash, which is equal to C1 into V, that is equal to C1 into, what is V? V is nothing but the total charge. Total charge I can write it as Q1 plus Q2 by C1 plus C2. So I can write C1 into Q1 plus Q2, which are the charges before connection, by C1 plus C2. Similarly, I can write Q2 dash. What is Q2 dash? Q2 dash is the charge after connection. Q2 dash is equal to C2 into V, that is equal to C2 into V can be written as Q1 plus Q2 by C1 plus C2. Total charge by total capacitance also we can write. Okay. Now here this is Q1 dash and Q2 dash. This is how we need to calculate. Now the distribution of charges, when we are discussing about the distribution of charges on connecting charge conductors. Now here the positive terminal of the battery is connected to positive terminal of the battery here, the negative terminal of the battery is connected to negative terminal of the battery here. So this kind of setup, we say now they are connected with the same polarity. Okay, same polarity. When I say opposite polarity, what I mean by opposite polarity? Opposite polarity means the positive is connected to the negative. When positive is connected to negative, then we call it as opposite polarity. When positive is connected to negative, then we say it is opposite polarity. In opposite polarity, here we will get C1 V1 minus C2 V2 by C1 plus C2 we are going to get. Now opposite polarity. So this is one capacitor whose charge is Q1, potential is V1, capacitance is C1. This is another capacitor whose charge is Q2, potential is V2, capacitance is C2. Now this is positive terminal of the capacitor, this is negative terminal of the capacitor. Okay, now This is negative terminal of the capacitor, this is negative, and this is positive. Now when positive is connected to the negative terminal of the capacitor, one positive terminal of the capacitor connected to negative terminal of the capacitor, if I connect like this, then we say they are connected in opposite polarity. Now what happens now is the charge will flow till they reach the common potential, and the charge, finally the charge here is q1 dash, and the charge here is q2 dash. Okay, so before connecting the two capacitors, the charge here is q1. Before connecting the capacitor, the charge on this capacitor is q2. So I'll apply the conservation of charge here. Then this is q1 minus q2 minus q2 is equal to q1 dash plus q2 dash. This is q1 minus q2. So we can write this in terms of CV. Say q1 is equal to C1 V1, because initially its capacitance is C1, potential is V1, minus C2 V2 is equal to, finally its capacitance is C1, C1V plus Q2 is C2V. So C1V1 minus C2V2. Now here if I take V common, we'll get C1 plus C2. So C1 plus C2 here, and this V term here. So common potential we get it as C1 minus C1 V1 minus C2 V2 by C1 plus C2, which is nothing but Q1 minus Q2 by C1 plus C2. Okay, so now if you want the new charge after connection, the new charge is q1 dash. Okay, so if you want q1 dash value, then I will write q1 dash is equal to c1 v c1 into q1 minus q2 by c1 plus c2. Okay, I am assuming that the initial charge q1 is greater than q2. Then q1 dash is equal to c1 into q1 minus q2 by c1 plus c2, and q2 dash is equal to c2v, which is equal to c2 into q1 minus q2 by c1 plus c2. So this is when we connect opposite polarity. These were the new charges.